And such a beautiful environment here for him.
Yeah, well, you know, it's home, and there is just no substitute, eh? And, you know, I just couldn't have imagined any other way. Well, I don't know if you've ever been in the hospital, but, you know, and, I mean, God bless them all, because there are some absolutely wonderful, wonderful people. But it's still a hospital environment. You know, it's still an environment where bells and whistles are constantly going off, and so you can never sleep, and there's always some kind of weirdness going on around you. Well, he was very, very quick, you know, to say that he didn't want to die in the hospital. I don't know. I guess I had sort of taken that for granted anyway, you know. But as soon as he was able to say that, then, you know, that's when I got it in my head, you know, how is this going to work? He was in for 49 days in the hospital. I think it was only the last couple weeks, maybe more, but where palliative, the word palliative came up. The palliative team came and introduced themselves, and, you know, then there's a whole dynamic that changes. And so that was sort of when things, when we really got to actually discuss things, you know, and prepare for it. And that's the thing about the team, the palliative team here, like Victoria and such, is that I could always, and that was so extremely important. It always came down to when I as the caregiver had a doubt about something, you know, we would do the little dance over the phone basically, and inevitably they would always say, we'll come over, we'll have a look, you know. And so for me that was just unbelievably comforting, and, you know, one of the most important things, I think, of the whole situation.
Just being involved in this experience has opened my eyes to hopefully the possibility of this being a program that is around for a while, and seeing how happy the family was that Rich was able to stay at home, or sorry, Myles. Like, they had music going, everyone was around, there was coffee. It was just quite comfortable, and it wouldn't be able to happen in the hospital environment, right, with all the staff around and everyone doing their job. Myles was, I felt like he was quite comfortable here given the circumstances, and he knew that we were there to help him, and he knew that everyone was around him that loved him, right? So I believe it's a great program. Like Victoria said, like taking the patient outside of their comfort zone and just taking them to the hospital, I feel like it brings more stress onto the patient and onto the family.
Absolutely.
So being able to treat someone in their home where they want to spend their last moments, I guess, is what's beneficial to everyone involved, right? So.
I couldn't imagine doing it without, and I tend to look at it as being, and this is what people had to do 100 years ago, you know, when they were on their own, and this is just the modern. Maybe it's time we get back to that sort of thing, except this is the modern, updated version, and you know, do we not owe it to ourselves to? It's not a situation, I'm sure, that's suitable for everybody by any stretch, but you know, if you, I think the option is there, and I was amazed anyway.